If you're planning a road trip to Ooty, don't make the mistake of just going for Ooty alone. Instead, plan a trip that covers Ooty, Kunur and Kotagiri for the real Nilgiris experience. Trust me, this video will completely change how you plan your getaway. So before you book anything, stick around, you'll thank us later. In this video, we'll cover everything you need for this trip. From the perfect itinerary to the best time to visit, must-try food spots, scenic routes and unique experiences. You're in the right place to plan your complete Nilgiris adventure. Let's start the ride. Why are we saying no to Ooty alone? It has become overly commercialized and crowded over the years. Hotels are often overpriced and lacking charm. The once beautiful landscapes are drying out. Overall, it doesn't feel as travel worthy as it used to be. Here is why we are adding Kunur and Kotagiri. Kunur is untouched by heavy commercialism and offers charming vintage bungalows. Kotagiri is peaceful, crowd-free and home to serene, affordable homestays, stunning views. So instead of just focusing on Ooty, let's cover the Nilgiris at its best by exploring Ooty, Kunur and Kotagiri together. And if you're up for something unique, check out Devala, home to an amazing resort, the Wild Planet Resort. Now, that's what you truly call exploring Nilgiris. Firstly, we'll start from Bangalore to Ooty via the scenic Mazinaguda route. From Ooty, it's a short 1-hour drive to Kunur, surrounded by tea plantations and lush greenery. Next, we'll head to Kotagiri, a peaceful and less explored gem of the Nilgiris. For the return journey, we'll go via Gudalur, the only route available for non-local vehicles, to head back to Bangalore, passing through Ooty. This is the perfect time to explore Paikara. Finally, we'll head back to Bangalore through the beautiful Madhumalai stretch with an option to stop for wildlife sightseeing. We have started our journey from Bangalore via the magical Mazinaguda route. The drive was absolutely breathtaking and to our luck, it even rained, making the whole experience even more magical. We slowed down through the forest, spotting wildlife all along the way. There were deer grazing peacefully, herds of elephants and even wild buffaloes. It was nothing short of incredible. And hands down, it's one of the most beautiful roads in India.
And then you arrive to Ooty. Day 1, local sightseeing. While there are 11 popular spots to visit, not all of them are must-sees, and most of them can be covered in a single day. Here are our top recommendations: Doddabetta Peak, Chocolate Factory and Tea Factory, Botanical Garden. Botanical Garden only worth visit if it's your first time, but be prepared for heavy crowds. Focus on these highlights for more enjoyable experience rather than trying to cover everything.
Okay, we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We stopped at the Benchmark Chocolate and Tea Factory, a commercially developed destination that offers multiple experiences. While we didn't try everything, we did witness the detailed process of chocolate and tea making, which is of course fascinating. However, be prepared, it's extremely crowded.
Harvested when right here, these pods are broken, fermented and sun-dried and shipped to the processing center. Chocolate is a preparation of roasting of cocoa bean, breaking the cocoa beans and winnowing the dust.
There are several types of tea powders available here, and while they smell amazing, the quality doesn't live up to the expectations. We tried the Kashmiri Kawa and some other teas, but unfortunately none of them was good. Now we are heading to Dodabedda Peak. To be honest, we are real lazy bums. Until now, we are actually enjoying the journey more than the destination. Driving through these serene roads in this amazing machine is a pure bliss. The drive itself feels more exciting, and the road is just that good. Smooth, scenic, and a joy to explore. Once we reached the top of Dodabedda Peak, there wasn't much to do. We've barely spent 30 minutes there. Other attractions in Ooty include Ooty Lake, the Botanical Garden, and Thunderworld, a wax museum, which you can consider adding to your itinerary. However, one spot we highly recommend visiting is the toy train station. It's a must-see. After an extensive search, we finally found the perfect homestay in Ooty, Smyrna Guest House, and let us tell you, it was worth every bit of the effort. With incredible garden views, warm and welcoming hosts, cozy vibes that made us never want to leave. The large garden was our favorite spot where we spent some peaceful coffee moments, soaking in the nature's beauty. We loved it so much that we made a dedicated video on this. Check on the link above. Next is Avalanche sightseeing. This is towards the south of Ooty. There are 4 spots to cover mainly: Avalanche, Surikipalam, Emerald Lake, Canal Forest. All of them are top class experiences. Personally, this is our favorite day tour around Ooty. On the way, you'll find the Emerald Dam, so stop if you have time to enjoy some beautiful scenery like this.
Here at Emerald Dam. Let's see how this will look like. Because shining water.
And then comes the exciting drive to Canal Forest, a visual treat for nature lovers. The route is stunning, and while the roads aren't the best and the curves need careful navigation, the beauty of the surroundings makes you forget the challenges. We thoroughly enjoyed this drive. Honestly, after a slightly underwhelming day 1 sightseeing, our expectations were pretty low, but our excitement graph grew as we came closer to this location.
Basically, we can see this is a small way to cross that side to the lake, Emerald Lake or Avalanche Lake, something like.
at the avalanche, the Emerald Lake. It's quite compelling, quite peaceful. Kunur lies to the east of Ooty and offers 8 key spots to explore. Out of these, the first 4 are absolute must visits, while the rest can be picked based on your interest. Plan your visit wisely to make the most of this charming destination. We planned 2 days for Kunur and covered the top 4 must visit spots on the first day. We started our journey towards the Lamb's Rock, but a quick heads up, the road is narrow and some stretches are in bad condition, so drive carefully. First comes the Singara Tea Garden, a vast expanse of lush green tea plantations, perfect for capturing stunning shots. And look at Alekia, blending into the locale effortlessly.
side kaltana. One. Slow pull.
Sleeping Lady Viewpoint. Now here's the big question. Why is it called Sleeping Lady? Because when viewed from here, the hills form an illusion of a woman lying down. You can spot the forehead, eyes, chin, body and legs. Almost like nature's own poetry. Maybe someone stood here, mesmerized and turned into a poet while naming this spot. For trekking lovers, this is also the starting point to Dolphin's Nose. We arrived a bit late, but if you are up for the trek, make sure to start early. Trek timings are 9 am to 6 pm. I captured this shot while standing at a viewpoint above a shop where we made a quick stop to learn about the natural eucalyptus oil manufacturing process. This store offers an impressive collection of oils, especially pain relief oils and many other varieties. And we were quite impressed with the product quality though. Finally, Kunur is famous for its vintage bungalow stays. And we researched plenty of them. After much searching, we handpicked a charming colonial style bungalow, the Milford. We've made a dedicated video on our stay here. You can check the link above. If you are planning a trip to Kunur, consider staying in a vintage bungalow. It's a unique experience that adds so much charm to your journey. Kotagiri, the peaceful escape. Let's get straight to the point. Why do we recommend Kotagiri? Not everyone wants to chase one sightseeing spot after another. And if you are like Alekia and me, who prefer leisure, calmness and secluded destination, Kotagiri is just perfect. Come here not for tourist attractions, but for raw untouched beauty of the nature, scenic drive through the misty hills, serene nature walks, charming and budget-friendly homestays, which are way more affordable than Ooty. If you are looking for a peaceful retreat, here is a stay we shortlisted. Silvertip Cafe and Homestay, a cozy stay with an attached cafe, perfect for unwinding with great food and great views. For more stay options, check out the pinned locations on the map linked below. So bottom line, stay in Kotagiri, soak in the serenity and experience the Nilgiris like never before. Paikara Sightseeing. Located towards the west of Ooty, this stretch has 5 main attractions. all of which can be easily covered in a day. This route is a must-do for its landscapes and a perfect way to wrap up your Nilgiris trip. From Kotagiri, we headed back towards Ooty, but our trip wasn't over yet. We still had the Paikara stretch left to explore. Since we were returning to Bangalore via the Gudalur route, it was the perfect time to cover Paikara on the way. So we saved it for the final leg of our journey. First stop, Pine Forest. If you haven't seen a terrain like this before, you'll find it refreshingly unique. The tall, dense pine trees create a surreal atmosphere, making it a great spot for peaceful walk and some good photos. For reference, Kodaikanal also has a similar attraction, but it's much larger in comparison. Still, the Ooty Pine Forest has its own charm and is definitely worth a stop. Next must visit Paikara Lake and Boating. Adventure lovers, this one is for you. Paikara Lake offers speedboat rides, motorboats and other water activities, perfect if you are looking for some thrill. But even if you are not into boating, the views here are just stunning. A serene lake nestled in a valley surrounded by rolling hills, we truly enjoyed soaking in the beauty of this place. We could have wrapped up our Nilgiris trip and headed back to Bangalore, but guess what? We did something crazy instead. Instead of calling it a trip, we took a detour to Devala, a hidden hill station that many don't even know about. Why? Because we had to check out this incredible wildlife resort nestled deep in nature. And honestly, this turned out to be the best part of our trip. We'll be making a dedicated video on this, so check the link above. You won't want to miss this hidden gem. Coming to Ooty and skipping this, that would be a regret. This route is a therapy. Acres and acres of tea plantations in an extremely narrow mud road. I mean, just look at this. The Harrier exactly fits into this line. A tough terrain to drive on, but totally worth it. After an adventurous ride, we finally arrived to witness this majestic beauty. Best time to visit? Winter is the best time, the perfect balance of everything, pleasant weather, clear views and a cozy vibe. Monsoon comes with the magical mist but can disrupt your outdoor plans. Summer can get quite warm and crowded, so not the best experience. So finally, our recommendation is plan your trip in winter for the best experience. This stretch and experience is what you can truly call motoring on the Nilgiris. And with that, we can call it a wrap. That's that for today. See you again with another video. Signing off, Alekia Abraham.
If you can see there, that is the sleeping lady and this is a standing lady.